But to Ukraine first, the bodies of the victims of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 have arrived in the eastern city of Kharkiv. They were taken on a refrigerated train to an investigation center there. All 298 people on board were killed when the plane was shot down in eastern Ukraine last Thursday. Pro-Russia separatists recovered the flight data recorder from the wreckage and have now handed it to officials from Malaysia Airlines. Well, the decision to hand over the plane's flight recorders may bring some comfort to the families of the victims. Most of the passengers were from the Netherlands. Phil Lavelle explains why grief has turned to anger for many of the families.
Celine knows that she will never see her son or his girlfriend again. But not even being able to get their bodies home is breaking her heart.
They have to come home. And not only those two, everybody has to come home.
Bryce was 23, his girlfriend Daisy just 20. They were on their way to Bali on holiday. 4 days on, his mother now wants to arrange his funeral. She can't even do that because his body is still 2,000 kilometers away.
When I'm in my bed at night, I see my son lying on the ground. I see Daisy, I see Bryce, I see them in my head. I see it.
The Netherlands is in a state of national mourning, but also national anger. This nation suffered the highest number of deaths. 193 Dutch nationals were on board MH17 when it was shot down. Amsterdam's Schiphol Airport, the place the flight departed from, the default destination for those now wanting to pay their respects. The King and Queen met families privately on Monday. Those relatives are now looking to their leaders for answers. One man in particular, the Prime Minister, who has sent his people to the scene.
Ik kan u melden, en dat is het nieuws van vanochtend.
I can tell you the latest news that the Dutch forensic team is at Torres, that's the place where the train with the bodies is, and that they're in contact with the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe about getting access to the crash site.
The Dutch government says it wants to bring the bodies to the Netherlands for identification. For the families, there will be no chance to rest or even begin to accept this awful tragedy until that happens. Phil Lavelle, Al Jazeera.